Let's now start with a question on final accounts approach in the case of dependent branch. Come on, start with illustration number 15. A very interesting problem for a lot of reasons. Messrs. Bright and Company, with its head office in Chennai, invoiced goods to its branch at Mumbai at 20% less than catalog price, which is cost plus 50%. Listen to me carefully. Catalog means the price sheet that we give, menu card in restaurant, price list or catalog brochure, whatever you say, that one. This is basically given to customers. So this is selling price. Underline that word catalog price, right? Like selling price. This is like selling price. Goods are sent at invoice price. Invoice price is 20% less than catalog price, which is 50% more than cost price. So there are three prices: cost price, invoice price, catalog price. How many prices? Three. Cost price, invoice price, catalog price. Catalog price is there, no? From that, if you deduct 20%, you will get invoice price. From catalog price, if I deduct 20%, I'll get invoice price. To the cost, if I add 50%, I'll get catalog price. From catalog price, if I deduct 20%, I'll get invoice price. To the cost price, if I add 50%, I'll get catalog price. So you know what will I do? Cost price 100. Add 50%, catalog price 150, minus 20%, that is 30 if you deduct 120 invoice price. Once again, cost price, invoice price, catalog price. Our kottiro order ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, not in the order which I like. Catalog price minus 20% is invoice price. Cost price plus 50% is catalog price. Catalog price minus 20% is invoice price. Cost price plus 50% is catalog price. Cost price 100 plus 50%, 150 catalog price. Minus 20%, not 20. 130 and bidi matte. 20% of 150 is 30. 30 minus 150 is 120. So 100 cost, 120 invoice price, 150 catalog price. 100 cost, 120 invoice price, 150. Everyone understood this? We'll do a small working note and then write this off so that you won't have doubt later. So catalog price is cost plus 50%. Invoice price is catalog price minus 20%. We'll take cost price as 100. From 100, we'll see the come to catalog price. What is it? 100 plus 50%, 150. From 150, we'll come to invoice price. 150 minus 20%, 120. Everyone understood? Yes or no? In trading account, everything should be at what price? Cost price. Some items will be at catalog price, some items will be at invoice price. So prepare one table. Cost 100, invoice price 120, catalog price 150. Keep this. It will come handy. Everything you compute it to cost price and then write, except sales. Okay. There is one hidden abnormal loss also in this problem. Very good problem this is. You can say master problem on final accounts. The 20% less than catalog price, or no, with instructions that cash sales were to be made at invoice price, credit sales were at catalog price. Very important. Note this. What is it? Cash sales were to be made at invoice price, credit sales at catalog price. Very important. Write this down. Okay, here in fact, cash sales will be at invoice price of 120. Credit sales will be at catalog price 150. Understood? Everyone? Very good. Then discount on credit sales at 15% on prompt payment will be allowed. It is not given to all the credit sales. Whenever you make credit sales, debtors will be formed. You will usually tell one time period for debtors to pay. If the debtors pay within such time, then you will give debtors a discount of 15%. If debtors pay beyond that time, you will collect money. You won't give them discount. They're eligible to get discount only and only if they pay within some time period. That payment is called prompt payment. So that prompt payment, if they make, they'll get 15% discount. How much discount? Right now, this has no significance in the answer. Later, at the end, they've asked us to do provision. Then it becomes very interesting. I'm spoiling all the suspense to you people. It's okay. We'll discuss it once again later. You understood what is prompt payment and what is discount? Right now, ignore. Right now, come on. From the following particulars available from the branch, prepare branch trading and P&L account and or say profit and loss account for the head office. We do it like normal, so as to show the actual profit for the branch for 2078. Stock at invoice price 12,000. We should write at what price in head office or in trading P&L account? Cost price. So what do I do? I'll take it to my working note. Opening stock 12,000. Correct? Come on here. Let me write. Invoice price is 12,000. So 120 get 12,000 ಆದರೆ 100 ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು 12,000 into 100 by 120 cross multiplication 10,000. I'll write this in my trading account. Opening stock 10,000. I hope it's clear. Come to the next item. Goods received from head office at invoice price 1,32,000. Received from head office by the branch is 1,32,000. This is again at invoice price, but I want it at cost price. So I'll again take it as the same working note. Goods sent to branch 1,32,000 invoice price. Cost will be 1,32,000 into 100 by 120. 1,10,000. This 1,10,000 being goods sent to branch. What would I do? I would write it in my trading account on the debit side. This is like purchase, but not purchase. I'll keep it in inner column if there is goods sent to branch returned. If there is no goods sent to branch returned, I don't mind writing it in the outer column. 1,10,000. Done. Say something. What is after that? Debtors 10,000. Do we care? No, we don't. Sales, cash, credit. This you don't have to bring it down to cost price. We'll write it at selling price only. 46, 1 lakh. Credit side in our trading account. Buy sales, cash sales, credit sales. 46 and 1 lakh. 1 lakh 46. Done. If there was sales return, I would have written this 146 in inner column, adjusted sales return, and then written in outer column. Okay. What is after this 146? Cash realized from debtors. This is again of no significance. Right now, later it is useful. You will get to know later. Right now, cash collected from debtors will not come in trading account or P&L. Discount. This is expense. 13,365. P&L account debit side. Shall I write in P&L account debit side 13,365 discount allowed? Yes or no? Fantastic. What do we have after? Expenses at branch 6,000. So expense at branch will again come in P&L account debit side 6,000. So this is my trading P&L. On the debit side, I'll write here 2 expenses at branch 6,000. Are you guys getting it? Akka. After that, I have remittances to head office. This again has no significance. It is not expense, not income. You will not write in trading or PL. Closing balance of debtors. Again, right now it looks like no significance. Later it will come handy. I won't tell you now. Wait till the end of the problem. Cash, no significance. Ignore. Stock, closing. It's at invoice price. We'll bring it to cost and then write. 15,000 invoice price. 15,000 into 100 by 120. 12,500 is the cost. I'll write in my branch trading. I'll write here buy closing stock 12,500. Okay. Then it was reported that a part of the stock at the branch was lost by fire. Part of the stock. Eshtu helila. We know opening stock. We know goods sent to branch during the year. We know cash sale, credit sale. We know closing stock. We should find how much is loss. How do we find? Write everything at cost. Opening stock is at cost. Goods sent to branch will write at cost. Sales, if we know it at selling price, we'll bring it to cost price. Closing stock, we'll write it at cost price. Opening stock plus goods sent to branch minus cost of goods sold should be closing stock. To the extent it doesn't match, that is abnormal. Shall we do it? Same working note. Same working note. Bring everything to cost price. Then we'll find the balance and figure as abnormal loss. Okay. We know opening stock, we know goods sent to branch, we know closing stock at cost price. We only need to bring the sales to cost price. Shall we? Cash sales. How much is cash sales? Cash sales 46, credit sales 1 lakh. Where do you write cash sales? Invoice price column. 1 lakh credit sales. Catalog price. Because credit sales are at catalog price, cash sales are at invoice price. This is the trick. This, if you do wrong, your entire answer will be wrong. Abnormal loss will be wrong. Trading account mein abnormal loss, if you don't write correctly, GP will be wrong. P&L also will be wrong. Go in the. Okay. Now 1 lakh is 150. How much is 100? 1 lakh into 100 by 150. Read 66, 666.66. 66, 667. 46 into 100 by 120. 33.33. 33,333.33. We'll keep it 38. Sorry, 38,333. We'll keep it at that value. So observe. Opening stock 10. Take calculator. 10 plus 1 lakh 10 is received. Add 1 lakh 10. Minus 38,333 sales. 66,667 sales. What did you get? 15,000. Closing stock is 12,500. What happened to balance 2,500? Loss, abnormal loss. This is at cost. It is at cost. We also want it at cost. For you to know well, we'll write the journal. We'll write the computation. Opening stock 10, goods sent to branch 1 lakh 10, sales at cost, cash credit. I'll write 38, 333 and 66, 67, 667. I'll write my closing stock at 12,500. If I write this, I'll get goods lost by fire 2,500. See this clear? Done. Now, what is the journal entry for goods lost by fire? P&L account debit to purchase. But I can't write P&L to purchase. Why? There is no purchase only in this question. It's goods sent to branch. Goods sent to branch I can't deduct. You know why? If I deduct from goods sent to branch, it will look like head office sent only lesser goods. Head office sent full goods. We lost it. So I will write it in trading account credit side rather than deducting from GSP. Entry is P&L to trading. Am I right? So in my trading account, I'll write credit side because the stock is going out 2,500. This is for accounting for reduction of stock. I'll write in my P&L account debit side. This is to give impact on net profit. Understood? I thought the same thing to you just before starting the problem. I told abnormal loss, illy credit, illy debit. I know what adjustment comes in which problem. So just before I start the problem, I teach this concept and then start. I hope you people were listening well. Very good. That's it. Abnormal loss adjustment is done. What's left in the question? Last one. This is the most beautiful part of the question. Yeah. Whose value is ascertained? Provision should be made for the discount to be allowed by debtors as on 31st March 2008 on the basis of the year's trend of prompt payment. Now, sales are made during current year. Sales is booked in P&L in the current year. In that, we would have booked GP and then NP. But against this sales, debtors would have been formed. Money would have been not collected this year. Money will be collected next year. Will we give discount when they give money or will we give discount when we make the sale? Prompt payment discount is given at the time of payment. Sale is happened this year. GP is booked this year. Payment will be received next year. Discount will be given next year. To the extent you give discount next year, expense will be booked next year. Matching concept is not followed. So they're telling you should create provision for discount. How much discount, what is the discount that you're expecting to give in the next year should be predicted right now and it should be accounted based on the last year trend. How to compute? Shall I tell? Yeah. Morning I gave time for people to answer. They gave 12 different answers. Nothing right. Write the same in Sheshadapuram. There are also 10, 11 answers. Nothing right. Should we waste time or shall I tell you how it's computed? Shall I? Come on. Take your calculator, everyone. I'll teach this to you 2 times and I'll also make you write. I want you to have full attention, easy and logical. Discount is allowed during the current year. How much? They're telling based on the current year's trend, you compute discount that will be allowed next year for the sales that is made this year. So how much is discount given in the current year? 13,360. What is the discount rate? So we are giving discount at 15%. We're giving discount at what rate? 15%. That 15% is 13,365. How much money did they pay? If you do 100, you will get again, you should deduct 13,365. 2 ways. 13,365 divided by 15%. If it is 15%, how much is 100%? Minus 13,365. 75, 735. This is the money collected. This is the money. Another way to do this. See, if you give 15% discount, 100 rupees only 15 rupees discount, 85 rupees they will pay. Do 100. Sorry, this 13,365 divided by 15 multiplied by 85. 75,735. This is the money collected. Am I right? Sir, how do we use this? 75,735 is the amount collected after giving discount. That's not the total amount collected. Total amount collected during the year from debtors is 85,635. How much is the total amount collected during the year? How much amount have we collected totally during the year? Hey, 85,635. Total cash realized. Total cash realized 85,630. Not entire cash realization is prompt. Some part of it is prompt. Some amount of it is late. How much of it is prompt? 75,735. You computed, no? 13,365 divided by 15 into 85. How much is prompt? 75,735 out of 85,635. Out of 85,635, 75, 735 is prompt. What percentage of payments are prompt? 88% Bharat. 75, 735 divided by 85, 635. What percentage? 88% of the payments are prompt. 90. 88% of the payments are prompt. So 88% should be applied on what? Credit sales? No. In credit sales that has happened during there, money is received during the current year only to an extent. On the discount is already given. Some part of the credit sales against which money will be received in next year. Just closing debtors. On that, we'd have to compute provision. What is closing debtors? 11,000 is closing debtors. 11,000 is meaning debtors of 11,000 represent sales that has happened during the current year against which collection will happen in next year. Debtors of 11,000 represent sales that has happened during the current year against which collection will happen in the understood. Next year out of 11,000, 11,000 is normal. In that, how much of it are you expecting to be prompt? 88% into 88%. 9,000, 9,600 or 720? 88%. 9,680 will be received promptly. On 9,680 will give 15% discount into 15%. 1,452 is the provision for discount that we should make in the current year for the discount that will give in the next year for the closing debtors. You get this? This is accounting estimate. What is accounting estimate? Accounting standard 5. Where accounting valuation principles fail, estimate is made on precision based on the past experience and present situation. Past experience, discount given 13,365 for cash collection of 85,635. That is 88% of the payments are prompt. Past experience. On present situation is 11,000 is the money to be received. On 11,000, 88% might be received in time promptly. On that 15% discount. That's how we arrive at accounting estimate. In the next year, should it be 1,425? Need not be. It can become different based on the change in the circumstance. Everyone understood? Say something. I'll repeat. After 88% of the payments received in the current year are prompt. Payments against the current year sales to be received in next year is closing debtors. In 11,000, 88% of the receipts will be prompt. 88% of 11,000 is prompt payments. On that 15% is discount. We'll write the same thing. Whatever I told you now, whatever I thought you know, we're going to discuss all again. Observe. How much is discount given? 13,365. Okay. How much is the debtors for making prompt? How much debtors made prompt payment? This provision is 15%. No. So debtors who made prompt payments are 13,365 divided by 15%. 89,100. How much money did they pay? 89,100 minus 13,365. 75,735. Total amount collected is 85,635. So what percentage of it is prompt? 75,735 divided by 85,635. 88%. In the next year, we are supposed to receive closing debtors of 11,000 against which sales were made during the current year. Out of 11,000, what percentage of them will make prompt payment? 88%. 11,000 into 88%, 9,680. On that, we're going to give 15% as discount. 9,680 into 15%, 1,452. Expense in P&L account. मजा आया? Nice. वैसे मार दो ना एक बार. अच्छा लगा? Provision for discount, 1,452. We've done a beautiful working note on this. All the adjustments are over. That's it. Last one was the most beautiful adjustment, like I mentioned. 1,46,000 plus 2,500 plus 12,500. 158, 161. 161 minus 120. 161 minus 120. 41,000 is GP. I'll bring down GP of 41. I'll write 41 here. Deduct all of this. How much is my net profit? Bega heli. 70,683. That's it. This is my answer. And this is a master problem on dependent branch final accounts. Okay. Copy.